Just having fun, y'all. And if you think that it's wrong, you got to admit it's a new type of song.
Do what you like.
I see guys and girls dancing.
Yeah, do what you like.
What up, internet? This your boy Hennessy Youngman, aka Hen Rock Allah, aka Hen Rock Obama. Now today I want to talk about some philosophy shit. I want to talk about this thing called post-structuralism. Now, the chances of you actually hearing this word used by real people like me or you is pretty slim. It's gonna be really rare. But you know, if you're an artist, and you know you enter into some kind of philosophical, artistic conversation by accident, you most likely will hear this word being tossed around by scholars or art historians or other artists, insecure artists whose work is pretty boring, but they like to use big words in order to make their work seem more interesting. And you know the old motto: if you can't make it, fake it by over-explaining it. All right, let's go. So yeah, understanding post-structuralism is actually pretty simple. First, you got to know about this thing called modernism. And modernism is kind of like your father when you were growing up, you know what I'm saying? It's like anything your father said to you, you automatically assumed was true. Your dad was infallible, right? It's like mainly because you was too young to see your father as another frail, godforsaken, limp dick motherfucker spewed out upon this planet to lead another empty life along with the rest of the lemmings on the subway. But, your dad told you right from wrong, up from down, this from that. He was making sense of the world for you. Your dad, what he was basically doing, he was establishing these grand narratives for you, these big tales and shit, helping you make sense of the world. He was also establishing, the essential binaries by which we come to understand the differences between the different phenomena, which is like another word for things, shit, in the world, you know what I'm saying? But post-structuralism pretty much came along and was like, fuck your father, fuck his narratives, fuck his authority, and fuck his essential structures. For instance, you'll be like, this painting is truly transcendental. And post-structuralism is like, motherfucker, you can't step outside of history. The fuck you smoking on? You'll be like, this is a great place to camp. And post-structuralism is like, you want to camp here? In the middle of this bear cave? All right, nigga, I'll see you tomorrow. When I pick through your remains and shit for your iPod, you know what I'm saying? Or your Zune. Who the fuck has a Zune though? I don't. You'd be like, God is good. And post-structuralism is like, God can suck my fucking dick. You'd be like, Maury, I'm not the father of that baby. And post-structuralism is like, you are the father of that baby. You'd be like, the sky is a beautiful blue. And post-structuralism is like, nigga, that's a deep cerulean, nigga. Get your shit right. Get your colors right, man. You'd be like, I wish we can go back to the good old days. And post-structuralism is like, which good old days do you mean? It's the good old days when people owned slaves. Maybe it was the good old days where niggas was free, but they couldn't vote. Or maybe it was the good old days where children worked in factories. Or maybe you mean the good old days where the only people who were literate were priests. Or maybe you mean the good old days where people lived under the constant fear of nuclear annihilation, and people thought that smoking cigarettes wouldn't harm babies in women's wombs. Post-structuralism really got to know which good old days you're talking about. You'd be like, Cassandra, you are a true woman. And post-structuralism is like, so yeah, that's it, internet. Post-structuralism is pretty easy, right? I don't know why it's so complicated for people. I don't know why so many people have been writing about it for the past few decades. You know what I'm saying? I hope to clear up something that was so unnecessarily complex. I hope I've enlightened you. I hope this video makes you a more desirable guest at art receptions or at dinners. And that's really it. One love. It's your boy. You know where to find me on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Peace. One love. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all.